showcasing the sights and stories of where we call home, of what sets us apart from the rest. KLBK brings you Uniquely West Texas.
Welcome to Uniquely West Texas. If you've lived in your home for over 2 years, it is probably time to do some maintenance, because when you own a home, there's always a project to be done. My house is no different. My family has lived here for over a decade, and I've never done anything to the front door or the porch, so I decided to branch out and try some DIY. Here's the before and after a weekend of making much needed changes to the front entrance of our home. So here's what I learned in my trek of do-it-yourself. I headed over to Lowe's to buy some supplies. Now, since our house isn't white, I was told to go with a deep dark red instead of a blood red. Actually, having a red door is said to be welcoming, so I guess we'll see. Paint. I got the all-weather kind since our front door is in the sun most of the day, so check that off. Now, if your door hasn't been painted in a while, then you will need to get supplies to sand it down. So, sandpaper. And of course, you've got to get your paint tools, your paint brushes, your bucket, and all that kind of stuff. Now, if the hardware is worn, invest in new hinges and knobs. It will make a huge difference, so get new hardware. Now, after checking out, I spent about $80. But the fun began. My door had been painted a lot with several layers, so sanding it down enough for the paint to take took a few hours. Thankfully, I had an electric sander. Now, no matter what the paint says, even if it has the primer in it, you will need more than one coat. Start with the part of the door where there are indentions. It will help everything dry better, and then paint the rest of the door. But don't get discouraged. If it looks like this after one coat of paint, don't worry about it. I put on a total of 3 coats of paint and still had some touch-up work to do. Then I installed the new doorknobs and deadbolt. The shiny newness of them really did make a difference. I ran back to Lowe's for a planter pot, a plant stand, and some flowers that hopefully live longer than a few days for me, and some potting soil. Set the pot on the stand, set the chairs up, and voila! A do-it-yourself redo for a little over $140. Again, here's the before and after. I'm convinced it made a world of difference. Happy doing it yourself.